What's going on, guys? So we got another project on the bus today. This is going to be kind of a small project, actually pretty a quick project. I'm still waiting on parts from my last project, so I'm still waiting on stuff to show up to be delivered. So I'm just gonna this project I'm doing today was going to be a part of the video with Melvin's bed that you guys saw, but I'm actually filming this right now currently as I'm filming this project. That video for Melvin's bed is not done yet, so it is not even uploaded yet. So by the time you guys see this video, you would have already seen that project. So but I'm still waiting for stuff to show up to be delivered for that project for Melvin's bed, so I don't want to fall behind on all this stuff. So I'm going to just move ahead and do this project today. So this is going to be a quick project, something I've been really needing, something I've been really wanting to do. It's going to be really cool. Let me show you what we're doing. So here's what we are working on. I am installing a removable dining room table in the bus today. So I've got all the parts to do it. I've got the tabletop, all the mounting brackets. This is the piece that goes on the floor. I've got the removable table tube. All the screws for it and everything. So let me show you where I'm going to be mounting this. So this is where I'm going to be mounting it. It's going to go right here along the bed, Melvin's bed, the couch, and my bed. So what I got to do is I'm going to be mounting it here. So what I have to do, guys, is unfortunately I don't like to do it, but I have to. This rug wasn't going to be a part of this project originally. If you guys remember, I found this while looking for parts for the last project. So this plate for the table has to get mounted right about here. Mounts into the floor. I don't want to have to lift this carpet up every time I want to put the table in. So what I'm gonna have to do is I actually have to cut the carpet out, the rug. I have to cut a section out, a little circle area out, so that this can pop through. So this can stay exposed while I have the carpet, because I don't want to. I don't want to have to lift this. Like I said, I don't want to have to lift this carpet back every time I want to put the table in. So it won't be a big deal. Melvin says hi. He knows this project. He's watching this. So this won't. What I'm going to do is after I have this mounted, get this hole cut in the carpet or in the rug. I'm going to fix up the edging of the rug so it won't fall apart afterwards. I'm not just going to leave it exposed after cutting it. So I already know what I'm going to be doing for that. So Melvin's excited. He knows that we have a table coming. He's been waiting for a table. We've been talking about it for a while. So let's move on and get this project going. So that's the project. I'm going to go ahead and get started on this right now. I'm going to get that plate down on the floor. I've already got it measured out. I have an idea of where I want it. I need to get it put on the floor, trace out the cut line for it, and then get that bolted down. So this project isn't going to take long. So I'm going to get started on it right now, and we're going to start with that. So let's get on it. Here we go. This is where after messing with it for a little bit on camera, that actually messed with it for a little while off camera, just to get it kind of set exactly where I want it. This is not going to be out all the time. This table is just for when I've got work to do, or having dinner, or when we're kind of parked. Not really, this isn't going to be out all the time, this table. So if you guys say, well, there's actually, and on camera you can't really see it, there's actually plenty of room to get in between here. There's plenty of room to sit. It's not a problem. Like I said, this table is not going to be out all the time. This is just something to have set out when we're kind of parked somewhere. Gonna pull it out when we're gonna have dinner, or if, we're gonna eat something, or kind of need to do work on some stuff. I do little projects and my airbrushing and everything, which actually stay at the end of the video, guys, because I'm going to be doing a custom. I'm gonna do some custom airbrushing on this, and I kind of would really like you guys to see what it's gonna look like when it's done. So stick around for that. This is where it's gonna sit, guys. Let me go ahead. I'm gonna get this base. I got to get this traced out down here. Cut the hole in the rug. Cut the hole in the because underneath the rug, guys, there's a rubber flooring, rubber mat that's down. I got to trace that too. So I need to get this traced out, get a hole traced out, get the hole cut, and get this base mounted so I can move on. So I'm gonna get on that now. You can see we are cut all the way down to the original flooring of the bus. Like I said, there's a couple layers. There was the rug, and then there's like I said, a rubber mat that's down underneath the rug, and then there's the linoleum tiles that I have down. So we've cut through all that. We've got the hole cut. We're down to the original flooring of the bus. Let's get the plate and see if it fits in there, just to make sure before I bolt this down. All right, you guys can see it is actually a perfect fit. This is going to be perfect. So all we have to do now is we just got to put the screws in to go into the floor. They come this kit came with the screws for it. So perfect fit, guys. We cut the hole perfectly. I was hoping I wasn't going to mess it up and make it too big or make it all weird, and it came out absolutely perfect. This fits right in. So, and it actually stays flush with the carpet and everything, with the rug. This is actually pretty flush. So, but anyway, let's get this screwed in real quick. This plate is all screwed in. It's pretty secure. These screws, they gave you actually really good screws. The flooring in the bus is actually underneath the original rubber here is wood, so these went in fairly easy. And these were really long screws. I don't know if you can see that in the video. So one thing I got to explain is I'm going to talk about this little spot right here because this is going to be exposed, and this hole right here. So I didn't talk about it earlier. I'm going to show you guys right now. So this comes with a cap. So when the table's not being used, I just they give you a little cap to put in here so you don't like step inside that hole or trip on it or anything. So I didn't explain that before, so I wanted to show that. So this is done. Let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead now and get the pole mounted in here. And we need to go get this base on the tabletop so we can get this done. So basically, so the table will be all mounted and I can get down to the rest of the project. So let's do that now. All right, guys, so real quick, I'm going to show you how the tube mounts into the plate on the floor. So this is actually pretty simple. Let's pull the cap up real quick. Take the cap off. This just unscrews. You kind of just unscrew this. And you guys can see it basically just it goes in and just twists in. So let me show you. So all you do is you just get it in, you twist it like that, and then you come in here and you just turn this down. You screw this in, and you guys can see that's actually really sturdy. That's pretty good. So, and then of course this is the base piece that goes on the table. It just snaps right in. And there's that. So okay, guys, this is done. It is now time to I need to get this base plate put on the tabletop, screwed into the bottom. I'm going to get it measured out and make sure I have this it all set right, and then I'm going to get this screwed to the bottom of the table. I am going to have to take this off again because I still have to finish prepping and painting this the tabletop. So I want to get this measured out and mounted on there first. So let's get on that now. All right, guys, I've got this centered out. So it is, it took me a minute to measure it out, but I really wanted to make sure I have it centered. So anyway, it's centered. So now I'm going to go ahead and get this screwed in. They did not send mounting screws in the kit for this piece. So I actually have to go dig through my toolbox to get some screws, which isn't going to be a problem. I've got plenty of screws. So I'm going to go dig some screws out real quick, and then we'll be right back to get this screwed in. So I found some screws in my box, no problem. I had plenty of these. I've already got one put in, so these work actually perfect. They're the perfect size. They don't stick to the other side. They hold this down perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and get these in, and then we'll get the tabletop mounted on the post. We'll check it out before we get this outside to finish prepping and paint. So there we go. We got the tabletop base is in, all screwed in. This is pretty solid. So let's get this mounted on the post. All right, guys, so here we go. We got the tabletop is now mounted on the post. This thing's actually pretty solid. It's going to wobble a little bit. That's just how these are. But this thing's actually pretty solid. Like I said, this isn't going to be, I'm not worried about it wobbling. It really hardly wobbles at all. This is actually to be expected because of the kind of table that it is. I'm not worried about it wobbling while doing this while it's driving, because this isn't going to be mounted sitting here while it's driving. This is actually going to be put away. This table won't be out while I'm driving. I actually have a spot where I'm going to be mounting this, which I don't have the parts to mount this on yet. I don't have the actual hangers for it yet. So anyway, guys, let me go ahead and just show you this table. Let me grab the camera. I'll show this to you real quick, and then we'll move on. All right, guys, so here it is. The dining room table is coming along. It is in. You guys can see it fits perfect. It's awesome. This is great. So now that this is done, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get this tabletop off. I got to take the bottom piece off again right here. and we're going to get this outside because I need to finish prepping this, and I'm going to be painting this. So let's go ahead and get this tabletop off, and let's get it outside to finish prepping and painting it. I've taken the mount off of it. Guys, I've already gone and prepped this. I've already sanded the edges. I didn't film any of that because it was, I just need to film that. So what I want to explain now is how I'm going to be painting this. So you can see I got my two colors here. I'm going to be keeping with the interior of the bus. I got black and gray. So the main part of the table is going to be, I'm going to hit it with the gloss black, and then the edge here, the edge is going to be done in the gloss gray. So I'm going to just get on this now. It's perfect time of the day. We're about noon right now, so it's perfect time to paint. So I'm just going to get on just getting this the base paint. This is just the first step of the painting. Like I said, I'm going to be airbrushing something on the tabletop later on. Haven't decided on the color yet, but we'll get to that in a little bit when I show you what I'm going to be doing. So right now I'm going to get I'm going to get the gray laid down first on the edge, so I can, once that dries, I can mask it off, and then I can hit the top and the other side here with the gloss black. So let's go ahead and get down to painting. All right, guys, here it is. The table is painted. It is pretty much dry. It's been sitting out here for quite a while. You can see I've got the edges painted gray. So what I need to do now is I'm going to take it inside. I'm going to get the base put back on it, and we're going to get it mounted on the pole, so then I can talk to you about now the design, the airbrush design I'm going to be doing on it. So let's get it inside. Let's get the base back on and get it mounted back inside. All right, guys, the table is on. It looks good so far. I need to be careful with this right now because it is dry, but it's not sealed yet. After I do the airbrush design on it, I have to clear coat it still. So I'm trying to be really careful with with not getting anything on the surface before I airbrush it and get it sealed. So right now I'm going to talk to you about let's talk about now what I'm going to be doing for the airbrush design. I got some things to show you. I'm actually pretty excited for it. So let me pull some stuff out, and I'll be right back and I'll show it to you. All right, guys, we are back. I got the table. The table is back on the post. It's mounted. I've got my airbrush kit out right here. I'm going to show you the design I'm going to be doing to finish up this table. So first with that, I'm going to show you something right here. I actually had something made for me. This was made a while back. I've had this project planned for a while, so I already knew that this was going to be happening in the future. So I had this made a while back, but I want to show you. This is part of the design I'm going to be airbrushing on the table. This is a stencil I had made. This is made by a company called Layer Effects Stencils. I have already opened this, so I know what it looks like. Like I said, I had this made a while ago. They did a really good job on this. It's exactly what I wanted. So let's get it opened up so I can show you what we're going to be doing, because this is going to be one of the main designs I'm going to airbrush on this table. So let's open it up so I can show you. All right, guys, so here it is. I don't think you can really see it too well. I'll explain it a little bit. I'll show. I'll kind of move up close to the camera. So one of the main designs I'm going to be doing. I'm going to make this table in the bus is going to be like a big spirit table, a big spirit board table. So I'm going to put this up. If you guys can see, I don't know if you can see that very well, but I had this stencil made. It's a custom. It's a spirit board, and this is going to be set. I'm going to be putting this in the center of the table. So this is the main design, and then I have some other stencils I'm going to be doing as well. I got to pull them out of my airbrush kit here in just a minute. I wanted to show you this, guys, before because I'm actually really happy with the design and happy with how Layer Effect Stencils made this for me. So I'm going to get this one put down. I'm going to show you some other stencils I'm going to use it. And then one thing we got to talk about too, I'm going to show you, is what color I'm going to be doing this in. I've been thinking about the color for a while, and guys, I have a lot of colors. I have a lot of airbrush paint, a lot of different colors. So I think I may have something picked out. In fact, I do believe I have something picked out. But let me show you. Let's get a couple more stencils pulled out, and I'll show you what colors we're going to be using. Now that you know what we're going to be doing for the design on the table, time to choose colors. So I have obviously a lot of colors to choose from. I do believe I've made a choice. I've got some other stencils I'm going to be using. I already know what I'm going to be doing, so I'm going to get those pulled out. I do believe I've chosen colors already. I spent some time going through all the colors, guys, and I think I've chosen which ones. So I'm going to pull those out, and then I'm going to show you what we're going to be going with, and I'll show you the other stencils we're going to be using. Like I said, you saw how many colors I had to choose from. This was a big decision to pick how many colors, between all the colors I have, what I want to do, but I think I know what I'm going with. I am actually going to be going with a bronze. This is a not just a regular bronze. This is actually a metallic flake bronze. I think this is going to look really good. Like I said, guys, I had so many colors I had to go through. It took me a while to decide what color to go through, but I think I figured it out. I think I've made my choice. I'm going to be going with the metallic flake bronze for the spirit board and for the other stencils. So now that we have the color figured out, let me go ahead and get the other stencils laid out, and I'm gonna show you exactly what we're gonna be doing on this table, the design. So let me go ahead and get these stencils laid out, and I'll be right back. I've got the stencils kind of laid out right now how I want them. So here's what I'm gonna be doing with the other. Pick some other stencils out. I'm gonna be doing a little moon phase right here. So I only have one set of these, so this is gonna continue all the way around the table. So I only have one set, so right now this is laid out here. There's the spirit board that's going to be, I'm going to airbrush in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these done first. This moon phase up here, I'm going to airbrush this in first. And then I'm going to move these down, move them and continue them down here. And then I'm going to end with the main part, with the centerpiece, the spirit board. I'm going to get all my my airbrush guns set up. I'm going to get the compressor set up, and we're going to get to work. So let's get on it. All right, guys, we're back. I've got everything set up. Airbrush is ready to go. Compressor's turned on. I've got all the stencils are all laid out. They're all masked off, and they're all put down. They're all ready to go. Paint's in the gun. Let's get down to airbrushing, man. I'm really excited to get this done, so let's just get it done. Let's get to it. So the airbrushing is done. Spirit board table is done. This is I'm actually really happy with the color. I think it came out great. I love it. So one thing I didn't talk about, I found some other little stencil in there I was going to use. Melvin's checking it out. I didn't talk about this. I just went ahead and I kind of had the idea after I started painting, so I want to show you right now. So around the border of the table, guys, you can see I went with the little moon phases all the way around. This goes all the way around the whole table. Hi, Bella. This goes around the whole table. So that was a little idea I had kind of in the middle of this project while I was painting the top. So I wanted to show you guys that real quick. All right, guys, so there it is. Right now I got to get this off. I got to take it outside. Now it's time to clear coat it, because this is all painted, but I haven't clear coated it yet, so it's not sealed. So I'm going to take it outside right now. I'm going to clear coat it, and then once it's dry, I'll bring it back in, and I'm going to show you guys the finished product. So we'll be back here in a little bit. So here we go. The table is back in the bus. It is done. There's a little bit of a glare coming off of it. Sorry with the lighting. It gets too dark to film in here without the lighting. So Melvin is he's ready for his nap. He's actually ready for dinner. He's been helping. So anyway, here it is, guys. I got the table done. Got it all clear coated. It's still a little wet right now, so you're going to see some kind of like spots on it right now where it's not dry yet. But there it is, guys. That's the table. This table doesn't stay out when I'm driving. It is removable. It's not. Not going to leave it. It's only for when I need it out. I'm going to demonstrate right now. I'm going to show you. I'm going to take it down, show you how easy it is to take this thing, to remove this thing and go around. Oh, one thing I want to mention is I forgot to film it, but if you remember, I had to cut that hole out for the base. For the mount for the pole, so I did go around. Remember I said I was going to go around and fix it after cutting it so it doesn't come apart, so I glued all the way around it, so that won't be coming apart. I just forgot to film that, and I wanted to mention that before I forget. So anyway, let me show you how this table gets removed. So first you just remove the top. Sorry, I'm gonna have to do this one-handed, so it's gonna take me a second. The top just removes on it, and this will actually be getting stored. I'm not gonna put it up there right now because this clear coat's still kind of drying. So this will be getting stored on this back wall right here. It'll be mounted up here when we're driving or when I don't need it. So when it comes back down, hi Melvin. So when it comes down to the pole down here, you just all you do is you unscrew this right here. You go ahead and you pop the pole out of it, which I have a storage place for that up here. It's going to be getting stored up there. And then last thing, if you guys remember, I think I showed you already, but then you just go ahead and just cap that off right there, and that's it, guys. So that's how the table gets removed. You can see it's completely out of the way. This mount sits completely flush with the floor, so I'm not going to be tripping on this or anything. Melvin won't be getting tripping, and it has the cap on it, so me and Melvin won't be stepping in the mounting hole. And like I said, it's completely flush with the floor, so we won't be tripping on this. All right, guys, so this project is done. Like I said, working on this project because I'm still currently working on another project, waiting for some stuff to come in. This was going to be a part of that video, but I decided just to do a whole different video for this one. I really wanted to get this done. I've had all the supplies for this table. I've really been wanting to do it, and I really needed it. So table's done, and it looks great, and so this is this project's done. So thank you guys for sticking around, and I hope to see you in the next video.